for joining us. You've written to the President, Ronald Lamola, as well as the Western Cape Premier, to say what exactly?
Just to, in the first instance, just to inform them that we're intending to go to the United States and that we're going to lobby there for Cape independence.
Did you just hear what he said? They are seriously pushing for Cape independence. Whilst we are still there arguing among ourselves, dividing each others, they are uniting to fight for their independence in South Africa. Cape independent. What are we going to do about it? Because now they have a backing in President Trump. That is the motivation. That is what is motivating them to come out and be vomiting rubbish like this. I want us to go and listen to this, come back and talk about it. But before we do that, this is One Africa Mission. One Africa Mission. We are missionaries. We are on a mission, and our mission is about the unity of our continent and our collective good. So please, if you want a dignified Africa for the next generation of Africans, then support our mission. How do you support us? Is by sharing what we are doing. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel. We have been calling on our people to subscribe. If you really want a better Africa, let's support the mission. Support our mission by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Also, follow us on Facebook. TikTok told us that we have only one subscriber. Please try to subscribe to our TikTok channel as well. Let us bring our collective energies together and fight for a united, dignified Africa for the next generation of Africans. Let's go and listen to these Cape people. Come back and talk about it.
For joining us. You've written to the President, Ronald Lamola, as well as the Western Cape Premier, to say what exactly?
Just to, in the first instance, just to inform them that we're intending to go to the United States and that we're going to lobby there for Cape independence. We've taken legal advice. We've always been an organisation that stayed within the bounds of the Constitution and is pushing for Cape independence democratically, peacefully, and legally. So we're about to go to the US, and the advice we received, and I thought it was sensible advice, is look, let's not do anything underhand. We'll put our cards on the table. We'll be very transparent in what we're doing, and we've written to those, the President, the Premier, and the Minister of DIRCO, and we've said, look, we believe we have the right to do this. We intend to do this, but in the spirit of fair play, we're going to give you full notice, and we're inviting you to make any representations if you believe that we're not in.
Yes, so you heard him. They are pushing for Cape independence, and they're trying to do it in a fair play. What kind of fair play is he talking about? Like, what is pushing them for? What is pushing them to be agitating for independence? Because for you to be demanding for your independence, there must be a reason. Maybe you've been oppressed, you've been marginalized, and all those kind of stuff, disadvantages. But what are the disadvantages, or what is the marginalization that European people in South Africa are facing, that they are pushing for their independence? And this is the reason why we said it the last time. These people were not created to be happy. You can never make them happy, no matter what. You can try your best, but they can never be happy. Because if there were to be some people who should be happy about their lives, it should be white people in South Africa or in Southern Africa. Because they are living a life, even white people in Europe, where they came from, they are not having that kind of privileges. The level of privileges that white people in South Africa, Southern Africa are enjoying, they cannot get it anywhere apart from Africa. And yet they are not happy. Now they are calling for their independence. Why? If you are not happy where you are, why not just go to where you came from? It is as simple as that. You are in Southern Africa, you are in South Africa, you are in Africa, you are not happy. Nobody is harassing you, you're not being marginalized, you are not being treated unfairly, and yet you are calling for independence. What's the reason? If you cannot live with the indigenous people, why not just go to where you came from? Because you came from somewhere. When you are pushed, you said you don't want to go back to where you come from. And to live in harmony with other people, you cannot do it. You cannot see yourself living peaceful with other people. So what else do you want Africa or Southern Africa to do for you? Because all the privileges that you deserve, or you do not even deserve, you're having it. All the privileges that you do not even deserve, you're having it, and yet you're still not happy. And they're talking about their culture. I don't know what kind of culture. They want to preserve their culture, and nobody is asking you not to preserve your culture. Just be grateful. Just be content with what you have, and be grateful to the country, to the nation that you belong. And yet they are not ready for that. And what are we doing about it? As I said, as African people, we are sitting down, and then right now that they are speaking like this, look, if we don't act now, a day will come, they will take guns, they will take arms to demand for their independence. Now they are talking. A time is coming, if we don't organize ourselves, they will take arms to demand for their independence. Just as our ancestors took guns, to demand for their independence, our ancestors under apartheid were being oppressed. That was the reason why they were calling for independence. They needed a fair, dignified life. You white people in South Africa, so-called white people in South Africa, you are having all the privileges unless you are not in Southern Africa. If you have ever been to Southern Africa and see the kind of life that these people are living, and yet they are still calling for their independence, that will tell you that these people were not created to be happy. So do not try to make them happy. We have tried everything we can to under the first president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela, to allow these people to hold on to the privileges that their ancestors had. They should hold on to that privileges. All that we want to do is to live in harmony together, and yet they are not happy. You have your own place called Orania or Orania. In Orania, it is for you people alone. Where else can you get that on this planet? And you think you can go to China and create your own state, whereby you will tell the Chinese citizens that they can never be there, or they cannot own properties there. You think the Chinese will take it? You think you can leave Europe and go to Arabia, Saudi Arabia, and then create your own community and say nobody is allowed? An Arab man is not allowed to own properties there. You think they will take it? But because we are good people, we are the mothers and fathers of everybody. You came and then you have your own place called Orania that you will not allow even the indigenous people to own properties there. Nobody is disturbing you. And yet still you are not happy. So what else can make these European people happy? Europeans in South Africa, nothing can ever make them happy. That is the reason why you see them attacking each other in Europe. That is the reason why you see them. So sometimes when I hear black people saying, or Africans saying, we hate each other, we don't. We have love within us. Because if we don't have love, I'm telling you, this kind of nonsense that they are doing to us, it will not have happened. Look, in America, Tulsa, Oklahoma, when our ancestors just wanted to create their own community, just creating their own community, they never said that people are not welcome there. They just found themselves in one particular place and they wanted to create their community. Look at what they did to them. The American authorities came and bombarded that place, scatter it, because of the hate that these Europeans have. But you are living in our continent. You are living in our country. You are enjoying all the privileges that you do not deserve. You are enjoying all the privileges that you do not deserve, and yet you're still not happy. You are calling for your independence. And as I said, today, they have the backing of President Trump and that of Elon Musk. So South Africa, this is not a South African problem. This is an African issue. And then we must stand with South Africa, because what is coming, what these people are intending to do, is something that we should not allow. We cannot allow these people to have independence. They are separate states in Africa. This is not what our ancestors sacrificed for. This is not what our ancestors give up their lives for. I thank you very much for coming around. Please, if you appreciate what we are doing here in One Africa Mission. One Africa Mission, we want a united Africa. And Southern Africa is going to be part of it. So nobody cannot come to Europe and decide to divide us more. So that we will have 55 countries in Africa. One belongs to Europeans. We will not take it. So please, if you want us to continue this mission, then support our mission by subscribing to our YouTube channel and also follow us on Facebook. If you have a gift to give us, please don't hesitate to do that as we continue on this mission of uniting our continent. I thank you very much. I am your missionary brother, Enira Vehepaha Dubia Anzanse. Thank you.
We must unite now. We must have one army. We must have one currency. We must have one foreign policy. We must be united.